an area that I wanted to really delve into. It's really near to my heart, and that's the idea that you have your boy is the oldest child, or maybe you have multiple boys. I don't know.
I have my 15-year-old son is my oldest, and then I have my daughter. She just turned 14 last weekend, and then my twins are 10.
Yeah. So
and they're boys. They're both boys.
Oh,
so
okay,
3 boys and 1 girl. Yep.
Got it. Well, still, your oldest is a boy.
Yes.
And talk about fear. Talk about trying to make him ready for the world. Tell me how much of this move into homeschooling was driven in part because you had a Black boy at home.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it wasn't. He is the one who suggested it. My son Phoenix. He's the one who suggested it, and I said, "Yeah, let's go for it." But prior to that, I had been doing research already because I had experiences with him specifically in schools and my other Black sons as well that I did not feel comfortable with. And one of them was with Phoenix when he was younger, when he was in school. I'm trying to remember. This is what happened. We put them in the school in Texas, and him and my daughter, who's just a year, she's a year younger than him. She's like 18 months younger than him, but she's a year younger than him in school. They both took the test to be advanced placement.
Yeah.
And my daughter got in, no problem. And my son, who is definitely smart enough to be in advanced placement, they sent me the form and said he missed the placement by 1 point in math. And I said, okay, no, we're not doing this, And so I had to go up to the school and I explained to them, I don't know what happened. I don't know if he had a bad day when the test was taken, but we're taking it again and you're going to put him in this because I know he's smart enough to do it. And I just don't understand. It just feels like to me you're keeping him out. And they were like, no. And I said, well, okay, I know my child and I know that he's smart enough to do this. And so of course. And so they took the test again. And of course, this time, somehow miraculously, he, made the cut and he got put in. But that was my first indication that if I continue to have my boys in these schools, I'm going to have to continue to fight for them. I'm going to have to keep going up here all the time. And I don't want to do that. Like, I really do not want to spend my time just constantly just fighting with you about my son, And so that was one of the reasons why it was easy for me to pull the trigger on homeschooling, because I had already had these experiences where I knew that I was going to have to keep fighting for him. And then fighting for my youngest, because my youngest he never was really good at taking tests. And whenever he would take the test, like he would know it, but it would time out. And so the teacher would say, I know he knows it, but he has to do it within this time. And he was 5. He can't do it within that time, And so it was just like, I'm like, okay, well, I don't agree with the fact that you're testing him to begin with. You're filling him with anxiety. I don't like this. And he doesn't want to come here, and so I had to take him out. That's one of the reasons I was like, we have to get the twins out. We have to get everyone out. Like, once I saw how my oldest was thriving and my daughter was thriving, I said, we're done with this, So yeah, I had that experience much more with my boys. So yeah, I totally understand why you singled out the Black boy, because my daughter is fine. Like, for some reason, she didn't have as many issues in school as the boys did. But
it's a conversation.
Yes, it is. It's a very long conversation. And there's a lot of statistics surrounding that. There's facts that surrounding that. So I know my experience is not unique.